Hi friends, so this is your math talk for part of your window pane for this week. Okay, so in your packet you have 3 different spinning colors, just like last week. You don't have to play all 3. Okay, the first one is 2-digit by 2-digit. And up here in the corner it says with no regrouping. Okay, so that kind of means it's a little easier. And I did one. If I spun 67 on the first one and 22 on the second one, I keep my whole when I subtract. Okay, keep my whole. I'm just gonna pick this up. Keep my whole, and then I break up my part into 20 and 2. And then I do 67 minus 20 equals 47. And 47 minus 2 equals 45. And that's my answer that I will color. Okay. If, I'm going to put you back down for a minute. If you decide that you want to play the second one with no regrouping, I can spin a 588 on one of the spinners minus the 342 on the second spinner. Again, I keep my whole. My 588 is whole. And then I break up my second number into a 300, a 40, and a 2. Does that make sense? Break it up by its parts. 588 minus 300 equals 288. 288 minus the 40, so my 2 is going to stay the same. I'm just going to take something away from that 10, so that 4, so it'll be 248. And then I have my 248 minus 2 equals 246. So it got a little wrinkled because the whole thing fell over right before I started. If you choose number 3, you may get something like this, and we're going to do this one together. Okay? I could spin 784. Yep, okay. 3-digit number, no big deal. That's my whole. So it comes from the first spinner. Then I could spin 287 on the second spinner. All right, friends? Does that make sense? That's one of my parts. So I keep my whole just like up here. I go, I'm going to hold this, 784, and then I'm going to subtract my hundreds first, minus 200, and that equals 584. We good there? So I've used my hundreds. I take this answer, 584, and I'm going to take away my 80, minus 80. We okay there? Thinking about that answer? You're right, 504. So this is where it gets a little tricky. I'm going to take away my 1s. Well, I only have 4 in my 1s, and I need to take away 7. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to use part of that 7. I'm going to use 4 of it. Okay with that? And that's going to equal 500. And then I'll have 3 left of that 7. I'm going to go 500 minus 3. Whew. So if I minus 1, it's 499. If I minus 2, it's 498. If I minus 3, it's 497. Yes, 497. That's the answer I got. So then I'm going to look down here. Look, there's 497. I can color it. So if we remember to keep our whole, take away your hundreds first, your 10s second, and then your 1s, and you may have to split your tens and your ones up. That may be something you'll have to do as you go through this. Okay, so remember that. Let's just take a look at the word problems. The telephone at the family store rang 106 times in the morning. And a bunch during lunch. Sorry, try that again. A bunch during lunch. And then it rang 101 times in the afternoon. So they don't give you what it rang during the lunch. You see that? They give you the 106 in the morning and 101 in the afternoon. During the whole day, it rang 262 times. Okay? How many times did it ring at lunch? I knew that's what they were going to ask. So, a couple different ways you can do it. This is your whole. You can take away your 101 from this. So 262 minus 101. Here, let me write that down. That's an easy schmeezy one, friends. Think about it. Ooh, 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 ooh. 262 minus 100 equals 162. 162 minus 1 equals 161. Well, look at that. Did the work for you. Lucky schmucky. All right, so then I'm going to take that 161 and subtract my 106. Okay, so thinking about that, take away the 100, and then you're going to take away the 6. You might have to divide that 6 up into 1 and 5, and that will give you the answer. The other way you can do it is you can add 101 and 106 together for the first step, and then subtract that answer from your 262. Down here at the bottom, Miss Ashley and her family drove 224 miles on a trip to the beach. At lunch, they drove 17 more miles to the nearest restaurant. And later at night, they drove 36 miles to their hotel. How many miles did they drive in a day? You can do 17 plus 36. Get that answer and then add it to 224. Or you can do 224 plus 17 and then that answer plus 36. There you go, friends. Make sure we remember our goal is keep your whole when subtracting. Oh, subtracting. Remember that little Bitmoji that I had of me saying, keep the whole? Okay. So I will post an I can message with that. All right. Happy computing, friends. I will see you soon with Fantastic Mr. Fox.